Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rup Kadamayan Dadati Swapadantikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kant Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubheva-cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisheshinivadi Vachata Deshitarini. So, आज का विषय मुझे दिया गया है वह है श्रद्धा. So in English again, today's subject matter is given by His Grace Ramchandra Prabhu. So he gave Shraddha to conviction to Krishna and Guru. So that's the subject we're going to deal with today. So Shraddha is the faith, is defined in our scriptures as Shraddha Sabde Vishwas Kare Sudrana Nischay Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hai. So this is Shraddha. That Sabde Vishwas, शास्त्र के शब्दों में पूर्णतया विश्वास. No question raised, no doubt is there. Whatever is in the scripture is absolute truth. So that is Shraddha. Sabde Vishwas. Sabde Vishwas. Shabda. Krishna ke whatever Krishna's Sabda, Gita, Bhagavad, etc. he is speaking. In all Puranas also, Adi Puran, Garuda Puran, and so many Purans he is speaking to different people. So in Krishna's transcendental words in the scripture, we should have full faith that it is absolute truth. No question is asked. You can ask the submissive inquiry, you can have, but not doubt. Vishwas. Firm faith is Vishwas. Shraddha Sabde Vishwas Kare. Sudrada Nischay. And what is the Sudrada Nischay? Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hai. That if I perform transcendental loving devotional service to Krishna, then my all work throughout my life will be totally successful. It may look like failure, but it is success. So that is Vishwas. We have to have conviction, total conviction to the words of Krishna. Shraddha Sabde Vishwas Kare Sudrada Nischay Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hai. So, Shraddha, in the beginning, we have full faith in our mother and father. So mother and father are teaching us the bhautik, material knowledge, how to earn money, how to maintain everything, and making us like that, a materialistic person. That's what is given by them as education. So, father, mothers are also guru, but they are material guru. Of course, some father, mother, out of blue moon, some of them, definitely. They are real gurus, like my mother was like that. Father was to a certain extent. And they give guidance towards Krishna consciousness. So, mother, father, mainly their business is to get you education, to get you educated, then marry, no brahmachari, sannyas, marry, and then become worldly man, earn money, maintain family and children, educate them, and then marry them, and then be with them, and so on and so forth. So this is the material education given by father and mother. But the real guru is one who can get us out of this entanglement of material existence. And that is a real guru. Tamasoma Jyotirgamai. He takes us out of darkness and takes us to the light. Asatoma Satagamai. He takes us from the science to light. So that is Guru. Guru's business is to give us Krishna. That's Guru. So in order to have a Shraddha, faith in Guru, and take that faith to the conviction, we must have a pure devotee of Lord Krishna as a Guru, Param Vaishnava. So, Guru's category starts from Madhyam Adhikari to Uttam Adhikari and so forth. Kanishta Adhikari cannot be Guru. So, in order to have faith and conviction, gradually go into conviction, Guru must have proper characteristic behavior. Otherwise, he is in darkness and going into darkness, and he will lead us into darkness. So, the first and foremost characteristic of a guru, in order to have conviction in him, is that he should follow four regular principles without saying. He should be following very strictly those four regular principles: illicit sex, gambling, meat eating, and intoxication. Then he should be in parampara, Guru Parampara, Vaishnavi Guru Parampara, right from Krishna. Then he should be nirmani. He should not have any expectation for any honor, and he should be having yuktahar, not overeating, not undereating, yuktahar, vihar, kadi, vijitav. He should be niskami. He should be not lusty. Lusty in the sense of money, honey, and material opulences. So, niskami, nirlobhi should not have any greediness for mundane material things. You should be greedy about spreading Krishna consciousness, but not mundane money and honey and so forth. So he should be totally fixed in Krishna consciousness. Nothing should be there in his life except Krishna consciousness and spreading Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada in Upadeshamrit is saying, who is Guru, pure devotee, Uttam Adhikari. He says that one who is engaged Sat-pratishat, 100%, in preaching pure Krishna consciousness. He is a preacher of Krishna consciousness. So a guru should be very strict in his vow. He should be very learned scholar in Vedic scriptures. Brahmanistam, he should be very fixed in Krishna consciousness. Brahmanistam, and that he should know all the scriptures. He should know Vedic literature, and he should know the essence of Vedic literature, which is Krishna consciousness. In Vedas, there are so many line of education, but he is interested in the education from Vedas about Krishna consciousness. So he should be knowing scripture. Not only that, he should be practicing that Vedic scriptures, and not only that, but he should be preaching. Achar, vichar, prachar should be the same. Achar, his behavior, and his practice should be Krishna consciously. Achar, vichar, he should be always thinking about Krishna and spreading Krishna consciousness, making plans, big plans of how to spread Krishna consciousness. Achar, vichar, prachar, that he is engaged in preaching Krishna consciousness, and he engages his followers in spreading Krishna consciousness. So this is Achar, Vichar, Prachar should be same, not Mukh mein Ram, Bagal mein Chori, that he chants Hare Krishna and his behavior is something different. That is hypocrite, no hypocrisy. It should be simple, very simple, like Prabhupada was simple. He had all big amenities, hotels, motels, and cars, and all big amenities, but he lived simple with the devotees. When he came to West, he lived with the devotees, not in hotel, motel, stuff like simple, very simple. He's very simple in his behavior. So there are unlimited spiritual qualities which are expected by from Acharya, a guru. And because of these good virtues of a guru, he is considered to be as good as God. Sakshad haritvena samasta sastra yuktas tatha bhavyateva sadbhi kintu prabhorya priyeva tasya vande guru shri charanarvindam. He is honored as good as Krishna. Not that he is Krishna, he is representative of Krishna. So that's why we must have Pragat Guru, Sakshat Guru, Sakshat, Sa Akshat. He should be manifesting. He should be able to manifest in the front of Sakshat. Means Pragat Guru, means living Guru. The Guru should be living Guru, not that Srila Prabhupada, he has left this planet but I'm his disciple. No, you have to become a disciple of a living Guru in his disciplic successor. So Brahmanistam, he should be fixed in spiritual subject matter, spiritual life, spiritual education, spiritual preaching, Brahmanistam. And that he should be practical. Tad vigyartam sagurumeva vigachet samit pani sotriyam. He should be sotriyam. He must have heard from his guru. I hear every day from Prabhupada without fail. He should be in tune with his guru's teachings. That means he has to hear every day. So Sotriyam, Brahmanistam, and that he should be fixed up in Krishna consciousness, and he should be practical. He should take all scriptural injunctions and make it so simple for his followers to digest and practice. Like Prabhupada, he made lots of things very practical. Like in Western country, I don't want to go in detail of that, but one example is that in Western countries, for a woman in a period cycle, she should not go to the temple, but he engaged them in such a way that not to do deity worship, but they can go into the temple. They can see the Lord. They can like that, practical. So he is practical also, Brahmanism Sotriyam. He should be knowing all the scriptures and preaching and practicing. So that is qualification of Guru. So many, we can go on forever describing an ideal Guru, but this is good enough because of time constraint. So if we have such a Guru, and if you know his glories, then we can ultimately we can develop that Shraddha into conviction, ruchi, taste. So it all begins from Shraddha. Ado Shraddha, tata sadhu sangha, tata bhajana kriya, tata anartha nivrittisya, tata nishtha. So nishtha is a solidified faith, which is called conviction. So you can have a conviction towards your Guru if you know his transcendental glories, such as I described, his qualities, his behavior, his know-how, his activities, his knowledge, so on and so forth. So we should choose a Guru who can enliven us from within our heart. That's how one has to choose a Guru. Because, why is that? Because one thing is the spirit soul has given independence. Lord has given independence to the spirit soul. So, through independence, he should be able to choose his Guru in such a way that a Guru can enliven his consciousness, his heart. He should match with him. He should be able to surrender to him, and so forth. So it is very, very important that you choose the Guru and surrender to him. That means you have to know your Guru well, and for that, Sanatana Goswami Pad in Hari Bhakti Vilas, he says that one must live with his Guru for 1 year and find out whether he can be a Guru or not by living with him. That is how you can know your Guru, or hearing him. In our Krishna consciousness movement, mainly hearing process, because Gurus are very rare in ISKCON. Of course, there will be many, in millions, 10 million Gurus in ISKCON. But right now it is a little thin, but all of you will become. So you have to know your Guru better and surrender to him. Then you can have full conviction, from Shraddha to conviction in your Guru. And that means you have to also become one has to also become a good disciple. A good disciple means he should rise early in the morning and he should surrender to his Guru, tad viddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. So, pariprashna, one must have submissive inquiry. Seva, one must serve menial service. Menial service means doing jhadu, pocha, means cleaning the floor, cleaning the toilet, cleaning whatever menial service, just like Narottam Das Thakur was doing menial service to his Lokanath Goswami Maharaj, his Guru, very menial service, just like sweeping and mopping or whatever, floor and ground, wherever he was going in the morning, stuff like that. So menial. So one has to also become a good disciple in order to have Shraddha in the Guru, and a good disciple in order to go into conviction. You will, Guru, a disciple has to have good qualities. Then Prabhupada says that a potent husband, potent wife, then there can be children. So not just Guru has to have so much nice qualities, but disciple also have to have a first-class disciple qualities. So, and that first-class quality is that he is totally surrendered to his Guru, and that quality includes all other qualities. So, and also he has to listen and practice and do whatever he is asking you to do. So both sides, it will be Guru should be pure and a disciple should be also pure. Then it can come to the stage of conviction. Nishtha. Nishtha ruchistata. Nishtha means solidified faith. Means conviction that yes, this is my Guru and I have to surrender to him. So Guru and Krishna, Shraddha to conviction to Krishna. So we can have a conviction to Krishna by knowing him. So in his case, in Krishna's case, Krishna is totally pure and transcendental, having sum total of all good qualities. But we should learn those, we should imbibe those, we should recite those good qualities of Krishna. Because in order to have conviction in Krishna, we must know him, how magnanimous he is. The topmost quality of Krishna and a Guru is that they are Bhaktavatsal. They love their subject, disciple or devotee. That is Bhaktavatsala. And in Krishna's case, he is totally Bhaktavatsal. He's sold out to his devotees. Name Jana Partha Nachai Me Bhakta. Mad Bhakta Nam Chai Bhakta Te Me Bhakta Tam Mata. The devotee of my devotee is my devotee, not my direct devotees. So, in Amrit Maharaj's case also, he said sadhu. He said sadhunam hridayam mahyam sadhu tu hridayam saham madanyatna janati naham tebhyo manakati. That my devotees are in my heart and I'm in their heart. They don't know anything but me and I don't know anything but them. This is, and not only my devotees are dear to me, but my devotees are dear to me. So, Bhaktir Bhakta Jana Priya. He said, Bhaktir Bhakta Jana Priya. My devotees are priya to me, dear to me. So this is the topmost quality of Krishna, that is Bhakta Vatsal. Another topmost quality of Krishna is that it is Rasik Sekhar, Param Karun, that he is topmost enjoyer of all rasas, mellows, and he makes his devotees enjoy those mellows. And not only that is Param Karun, Rasik Shekhar Krishna Param Karun. He is very magnanimous and very merciful. So we have to see all his good qualities. 64 main one. He has unlimited quality. Krishna has unlimited qualities, but out of them 64 are the main one. And out of 64, last 4 are the most important. And out of last 4, that he loves his devotees and devotees loves him. That is the topmost quality, Bhakta Vatsal. So, Venu Madhuri, Prem Madhuri, so he loves his devotees. So if you know the good quality of Krishna over demigods, then we can have full conviction towards Krishna. And we can surrender to him. It becomes easy to surrender to him. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he has all good qualities. So then it becomes so easy. But same thing comes to us again, that we have to, Krishna says that we have to surrender to me unconditionally. Sarva dharman paritajya mam ekam saranam raja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami masacha. He has condition that you have to surrender unto me. He says, Sarvadharman paritajya, mam ekam saranam. You surrender only unto me. So that link has to be there. We have to surrender to Krishna. So we have to also become worthy of becoming his devotees. Of course, Krishna Bhakta is a topmost human being, but we have to come to that stage. So we have to know Krishna, and we have to also come to the standard of loving Krishna, conviction. So it goes both ways. Both has to be right. Guru has to be right, and Shishya has to be right. Krishna has to be right, and devotee has to be right. Then that faith can evolve to the nistha, solidified faith, which is called conviction, that I am totally surrendered to Guru and Krishna. Now I have no other aspiration. I have sunyaitam jagat sarvam. I have made whole world zero. I have nothing to aspire from material world. he becomes indifferent to material world. So Aya Tutik, Gaya Tutik, Aya Ram, Gaya Ram. So he has to become totally indifferent to material world. And Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, he becomes Prasannatma. No Sochati, no Kakshati, no anchoring, no lamentation. And he becomes fixed and pure, unalloyed, transcendental, loving devotional service to Krishna and Guru. Because he's convinced, he is convinced. He has that nistha, solidified faith, that Guru will not cheat me, that Krishna will not cheat me. It is out of question. They are my most well-wisher, and I must surrender to them. So this conviction will be there. We have to become, both has to become conducive to these great qualities, Shishya and Guru, and Krishna and devotee. They both have to have topmost qualities that is described in scriptures. Then we can evolve to Shraddha. And Shraddha is, we can get Shraddha from the association of devotees. The scripture says that Kama Kratu Das Adhikari Tara Latikai Brahmite Yadi Sadhu Vedyapai Tara Upadeshe Mantre Pichasi Palai Krishna Tabe Krishna Nikat Ai. So Brahmite Yadi Sadhu Vedyapai. Sadhu Vedyapai. So we are loiterating in this material world, birth after birth. And if we can somehow or other come in contact with a sadhu, guru, Vaishnava, then this lathi, khai business gets finished. And then Brahmite, we can attain the sadhu Vaidya. We need transcendental medicine to get rid of this bhaurog. So that nishtha, that Shraddha can be developed in association with devotees. Tahar Upadesha Mantre Pichasi Palai, that Guru can give us that mantra, and Upadesh, his lectures. Then Pichasi Bhutni, this ghost of material existence, can become zero. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Upadesh. He says that Sadhu Sangha, Krishna Bhakti, Shraddha Adi Hoy, Bhakti Phal Prem Hai, Sansar Hai Kshay. So, Sadhu Sangha, Krishna Bhakti, Shraddha Adi Hoy. We have to have full faith in sadhus, gurus, full faith. Then, Bhakti Phal Prem, we can attain transcendental love and attraction towards Krishna. So this is very necessary, that we want to have bliss, total bliss. Everybody is looking for bliss. So in order to get the bliss, we have to perform transcendental loving devotional service to Krishna. This was the first question raised by sages of Naimisaranya, that Kena Atma Samprasidhati. How living entity can become totally blissful, peaceful, happy, satisfied? The answer to this question, is given by Sutta Goswami. Davai punso paro dharmo yado bhakti radokshaje. Ahitukya pratiyataya atma samprasiddhati. That one must engage in transcendental loving devotional service to Krishna Bhakti. Krishna Bhakti. So where we can find Krishna Bhakti? In Sadhu Sangha. This Krishna Bhakti should be unalloyed, transcendental, uninterrupted, unmotivated. And that Bhakti, Krishna Bhakti Janma Mool, hoy Sadhu Sangha. Krishna Bhakti Janma Mool, hoy Sadhu Sangha. The association of devotees can enable us to have the transcendental loving devotional service to Krishna. So Krishna Bhakti Janma Mool hoy Sadhu Sangha. Sudha Bhakata Charana Renu Bhajana Anukula Bhakata Seva Parama Siddhi Prem Latikera Mula. So we have to have a Sadhu Sangha in order to have a Bhakti. Bhakti Janma Mool hoy Sadhu Sangha. And this Bhakti can give us transcendental bliss. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. So this is what is expected by all of us. Sadhu Sangha, a pure devotee as a guru, and Krishna as our Supreme Lord, and Sadhu's Sangha for having this bhakti so that we can have a bliss. So all this is a cycle. In one cycle we have to follow. So I will stop here. I'll give time for the question answer. So if there is any question, please do so. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. We'll open the floor for questions. If anybody would like to text, you could text, either raise your hand or you can unmute yourself and ask a question as well. So does anybody have any question?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I think Aradhika Mataji has a question. Aradhika Mataji, Aradhika Devi Das Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Okay. Can you hear me, Maharaj?
Yes.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Pranam.
Yes, go ahead.
Guru Maharaj, my question is how to maintain the faith constantly, like in present situation where we don't have the sadhu sangha association much.
No, first of all, we have lots of sadhu sangha through public media. So that is a sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha means we have to hear from them submissively. So in ISKCON there are so many, I can say unlimited, but there are limitation. But there are so many sadhus, so many. So we can associate with them, and your guru is first sadhu, and you are associating with him every day. I can see that communication is there every day because you are publishing my books. So sadhu sangha is there, and so many ISKCON devotees, gurus, devotees, and so many of them. We can hear them. Sadhu sangha meaning we have to hear from them. So we can keep hearing around the clock throughout our life. We can never run out of sadhu sangha from ISKCON Desire Tree. ISKCON Desire Tree, Doctor and other Rasika Prabhu, Radha Rasika Rai Prabhu. He is doing wonderful seva to the whole world. by giving them association. So association is very easily found nowadays. Before it was, this electronic media was not there. Then you have to go to see a sadhu and hear his personally and everything. Of course, it is impersonal, but it is equally good. So we can have a sadhu sangha over media. Any other question?
Yeah, Kira, please go ahead and ask a question.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam, Jahnava Devi Dasi here.
Yes, Jahnava.
Maharaj, can you just share the shloka which you quoted from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Brahmite Brahmite Yadi Sadhu Vaidya Pai? I just want to know that number.
Okay. Brahmite Brahmite Sadhu Vaidya Pai. It is CC Madhya Lila 22, 14, 15. Madhya 22, 14, 15. Any other question?
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, is Gopal Govindas, your servant.
Actually, this sloka is in the beginning of my book called Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha book. It is right in the beginning of this book. That sloka is the very first one. Thank you. Yes, another question. Gopal Govind Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, very nice to see you after so long and on this auspicious day, Srila Samsundar's appearance day. So,
Radha Shyam Sundar ki. Wonderful.
by your mercy, they are showering full mercy to all the devotees in the ISKCON of Bergen. And I would like to ask this question that in this topic, a lot of devotees, they first try to be like, am I qualified to be a disciple? They're looking for a qualification to be a disciple. I'm not qualified. I'm so sinful. I cannot be a disciple. I cannot take the diksha, or like those kind of notions people have. Is that right? And what is the right approach for a
Yes,
disciple?
that is right notion, that I'm not qualified, I'm fallen, and I'm rotten, and yes, we should think like that, but not that I want to remain rotten and fallen, and I want to uplift myself in this very life. So for upliftment, the only way is to accept a bona fide spiritual master who can pull us out. Srila Prabhupada gives beautiful example that I'm drowning in a well, I'm fallen, I'm wretched, I have no hope, snakes and all creatures are biting me, but the real thinking is that if somebody can pull me out of here, this my fallen condition, and make me a pure devotee, I can have transcendental bliss forever. So I'm fallen in the well, and my Guru Maharaj or Sadhu or devotee has thrown rope into the well. It is right in front of my hand. So if I can catch hold of that rope, then he can pull me out of the well and give me all bliss. He can relieve me from the well of suffering. So we have to catch hold of that rope. I'm fallen and let me drown, and I'll keep drowning and let this snake and all creature bite me and let me. That's not intelligence. It is not intelligence. It is being stupid and excuses that I'm fallen, I don't need a guru. Let me fall down, or giving an excuse. I'm fallen, I don't need a guru. They can have an excuse in this plea that I'm fallen. and I don't want to give sins to my guru, or I don't want to. No, that is not right. You are drowning in the well. He has thrown a rope. Rope is instructions of a guru, and he can pull us out through that instruction rope. So intelligence is that become humble. I am fallen. We should think all the time, even if you are pure devotee, we should think we are fallen. But not that I want to remain fallen. Please, Vaishnavas, Guru, Dev, please pull me out of this well of material existence. So becoming falsely humble like that will not help us. Guru's business is to reclaim conditioned souls back to Krishna. So you should take that claim. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that you send me your devotee and he pulled me out of this material existence. Emana duramati samsara bhitare udiya chinu ami tavani jajan kono mahajane. So your Nijajan, Krishna has sent us his Nijajan, his pure devotees. So let's take shelter of him. That is intelligence, not that I'm fallen and so many excuses like that. Any other question?
Yeah, there's many questions on the chat, but before I get to those chat questions, there's Kiran. Kiran has raised his hand. Kiran, you want to ask your question?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Prabhu. I think I have like two questions which was answered earlier, but still I had another question from that. So the first question which I had is as a who have the qualities which you described and that you answered it. We have a lot of gurus in this world, and how we can connect to that specific guru. That is a one question. And also during the process of having faith with guru, if our consciousness and faith being lost during that specific period, is it dharma to find another guru in that specific aspect?
Yes, if your guru, first of all, guru doesn't fall. That is the first statement of Srila Prabhupada. The guru associates of Krishna, he does not fall. If he falls, that means you did not have a guru. So that means just change your page. Just think nothing of it and try to find a guru. You haven't found guru yet because your guru, so-called guru, may have fallen down. So a guru does not fall. That's the first and foremost thing we must learn. So until your guru, until you find that guru which hasn't fallen, you should continue your search. And that search can be, you can change so many fallen gurus and come to the right guru, and your search is over. So you will find that, but don't miss chance of this human form of life. This is a boat. This is a boat in which we have to have a guru. Nudeha adyam sulabam durlabam. Nudeha adyam sulabam durlabam. Plavam sukalpam guru karnadaram. Maya iditam nabasvata iditam. Uman bhavabdim natarit atmahana. So, guru, we must find that guru. Plavam sukalpam guru karnadar. That he can take us across. Until he takes us across, we can have different, so many gurus have taken you so far. But we have to find that guru who can take us from beginning to end. So a fallen guru means he was not your guru. You have to find guru who is pure devotee, and we described earlier. So we should find that person and surrender to him totally. That's my answer to that question. It can be different. It can be different. Any other question?
Yeah, one question in the chat box is, you say that Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hai, and this is true in the case of Guru also, that Guru Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hai. How can we truly develop this consciousness?
Your recording, I mean, your voice is not very crystal clear audible. Can you repeat that to your microphone, please?
Hi Krishna Guru Maharaj Dhanram. Maharaj, the question being asked is that you say Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krit Hai, right?
Yes.
And it's true in the case of Guru also. Guru Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krit Hai. So
Yes.
how can we develop this consciousness, Maharaj? That's the question, Maharaj.
Yes, we should develop this consciousness by hearing him. It is all comes to hearing. We have to hear our Guru. Vani Seva and Vapu Seva. Vapu Seva is not that important. Vani Seva is very important. So we should serve or hear our Guru. So that is necessary. Then we can develop faith in him, not just up in the air, everything. We have to hear. And nowadays it's very easy to hear from our Guru, media and recorded lectures and recorded videos and public media, so many things. The ISKCON Gurus they cannot be a lazy person. ISKCON Guru cannot be a lazy person. He must be doing so many activities. We can study those activities, hearing him, and we can develop faith in him like that. Is that answers?
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj.
Yeah.
Is my voice audible now?
Yes.
Okay. Next question is how to help those people who are mentally very affected with anxiety, depression, etc. due to the current COVID situation.
Well, it's if they are mentally disordered, retarded or whatever, then at least they can be indirectly induced to Krishna consciousness, touching Gita, seeing Gita, taking prasad, unknowingly, knowingly, listening, knowingly, unknowingly, Hari Maha Mantra or Guru or whatever, looking at the picture of Lord, and so many agyata sukrutis, or knowingly, unknowingly, they can contact, or we can make them contact. That is called agyata sukruti. So that also can work. In case of Ajamil, it was agyata sukruti. He did not know Narayan, but Namabas, he called his son to save him, to help him, and he got elevated to chant holy name and go to Haridwar and perfect his life. So unknowingly or unknowingly, if they can contact, that can also help them. So Krishna had made his bhakti so simple and subtle that anybody and everybody can take it up. A living entity, all living entity. Bhaktya sanjayate bhaktya. Every living entity has right to execute devotional service. An ant can also do by taking a very small grain of sand to build a temple, or knowingly, what to talk about this mental people who has mind and intelligence, and they are human beings. They can be delivered, but they have to be in contact with bhakti. Bhaktya sanjayate bhaktya. It will deliver them. It is namabhas stage, but namabhas stage is also one can be delivered in namabhas. Any other question?
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yes.
You joined full-time in 1974,
Yes.
and you met Srila Prabhupada in 1976.
Yes.
There was convictions, a lot of conviction before even meeting Srila Prabhupada in person.
Yes.
What was it that led you to that conviction? Generally, people want to meet a spiritual master many times before they even decide.
Yes. So conviction was there because I was hearing his tape. That time, the cassettes were going on, the cassette player and cassette. And so I would buy the cassettes from temple in bulk and hear all the time at home, all the time. And whatever he said, I feel absolute truth. And because it felt absolute truth, I got convinced that this is it. This is the Guru. This is how one has to. And I took a long time to accept initiation from him because I wanted to get it in person. In '76, he came in, and he was about to give me 2 initiation in person together, Brahman also. But my mother was there and she stopped it because I had a Gaudiya Vaishnava Guru before. So conviction was there that I heard him and I see his activities, how he's spreading Krishna consciousness, and he is in line with Lord Chaitanya, which was my line from the previous Guru, Lord Chaitanya, chanting Hare Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mantra, and so on and so forth, Sadbhu's Swarup, and all this thing was there, but Prabhupada bring everything out, and he whatever he said on cassette, we all in ISKCON that time, whoever was in ISKCON that time, that we quote him from his cassette. Prabhupada said this, Prabhupada said that. We didn't hear him personally, but we hear him in cassette, in a recorded form. So he was absolutely pure devotee, pure knowledge, pure everything, pure conviction. And he also mentioned how Guru should be. Anyway, I was convinced right from beginning, 72, that he is my Guru. My wife was also convinced. But it took us over a period. We want to take it from in person with him. We were waiting 77 to come to America, and he took U-turn from London because he was sick. So 77 he couldn't come, and then he came back to India, Haridwar, and then Vrindavan finally. So we missed personal diksha, but we got just before he left in Radha Ashtami, we got his letter and we got initiated 2.5 months before he left. Like that. So we were convinced through his lectures, speech, cassettes. Prabhupada said this, Prabhupada said that. And he established temple in Toronto, big temple. So we were going there and hearing about his glories. So that's how we get into conviction. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. The other question in the chat room is to reciprocate loving exchanges in sadhu sangha. Do we need to consider or understand the other devotees' feelings, or just one-sided,
Yes.
or just one-sided willingness to meet is only necessary? What is the right way?
Well, both sides is better. And if not, then if you want to deliver him, then you must be very, very elevated sadhu to deliver him. But it should be reciprocation from both sides. Otherwise, that example of pure devotee who was taking bath in Jamuna and a scorpion was drowning. So he took scorpion in his hand and tried to throw it on the bank. But the scorpion bite him, and because of biting him, he couldn't throw him all the way to the bank. And again, he was drowning, and Sadhu again tried to throw him, and he bite it again. And third time, he threw him to the sewer. So people around him said, "He's biting you, and why you are doing this to you?" To scorpion, try to save him. He says he doesn't give up his biting nature, his envious nature. Why should I give up my sadhuta, my sadhu nature, to deliver everybody? So why should I give up my nature? So that kind of sadhu, if you contact, then it may be that you might be delivered one way. If sadhu is convinced that I want to deliver him no matter what, he may beat me, just like Haridas Thakur, he was beaten up, or Jesus Christ was killed, and still he said, "My dear Lord, they don't know what they are doing, please forgive them." So that kind of sadhus can deliver the whole world. So it depends upon circumstances. Does it answer?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, the next question is, by Krishna's mercy, this is in the chat group. By Krishna's mercy, we get sadhu sangha of so many ISKCON gurus through the electronic media.
Yes.
In the process, we get fond of some speakers and aspire to get their shelter. Does this preference lead to Vaishnava pride towards the other gurus?
No, because we haven't got a guru. And if you have got a guru in ISKCON and you listening to other gurus, then the guru, your guru should be advising that as long as he speaks what I speak, he agrees, then you can listen to him. Prabhupada says in his lecture that a Siksha Guru is one who is speaking according to Diksha Guru. If Siksha Guru is speaking something different than Diksha Guru, then it's nonsense, and one must not hear from him. So we should hear from ISKCON gurus, from all gurus in ISKCON, or all devotees in ISKCON, as long as they are in tune with your guru, or in tune with Prabhupada or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In case of fallen gurus, or I don't know, it should be absolutely in line with Prabhupada's teaching. Everybody should be speaking, repeating what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Prabhupada, all over line is speaking. He should be knowing. And if he doesn't know, then he should wait until he gets the right knowledge from others. The other can also give right knowledge. It's not that Guru is only one. So we have to use our intelligence also, not just blind faith. Blind faith in a pure Guru will work. In Krishna, blind faith will work. But otherwise we can open our eyes also. Just like that example, Ghoda and Guru, something fall, please lift it up, please catch it and lift it up. And Vista falls and then the disciple catch that. We have to use our intelligence. I don't have time for saying a whole story about this, but one has to use his intelligence. Not that one should be blindfolded. One has to also use intelligence. Any other question?
Yes, Prabhuji, there's another one in the chat room, which is how to get endless mercy of Krishna and Guru, and how to overcome obstacles in spiritual life.
Well, everything culminates into listening to your Guru and try to practice. And if you don't have a Guru, then find a Vaishnava, a good pure Vaishnava, who can guide you properly. Then you can make progress. So we have to find some good devotees. We have to take advice and keep changing until you find your Guru. You can keep changing devotees until you find your right-minded, who enlivens your heart, that kind of Guru, who is a pure devotee. Until then, you should keep seeking. Once you have a right Guru, just surrender to him and your inquiry is finished. So this is the proper way to do it. Any other question?
Next question in the chat room is, most of the people don't use smartphones. How can we engage them in sadhu sangha?
Smartphones, how can we, when the phones were not there, what we were doing? Go to listen to him in person, read his books, their transcendental book, of course, or Bhagavad Gita, or commentaries that he wrote, or hear him. Somehow or other, you have to come in contact with him. If it is not a smartphone, you don't have smartphone, then in person, you should associate with your Guru, whom you would like to have as your Guru. But you have to, Tasmat Gurum Prapadyeta Sriyo Jigyasu Uttamam. It says, Tad Vigyartham Sagurum Eva Abhigatchet. One has to go to a Guru, not Guru will come to me. Of course, ISKCON Guru are very sulabh, they can come to you. But I'll do that, he can go. आप जाइए, मैं कर दूंगा. ठीक है? So, what we were talking about. Yes, tad vigyartham sagurum eva abhigachet. Abhigachet means not just gachet, abhigachet. We must go. The disciple must approach his Guru. When there's media is for last 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever years. There was always some media, but we should go. One must go. If media is not there, if you don't have smartphone, then you have to go to him, find him, where he is. Must go. Any other question?
Next question in the group, in the chat room is, despite of being a devotee, when a devotee gives up his own life or commits suicide, how can we reconcile this?
Say that again, the devotee make suicide.
When a devotee gives up his own life, commits suicide, how can we reconcile this? That being a devotee, they committed suicide.
How can you reconcile? Well,
how can we accept
he cannot reconcile. The way he will reconcile is going to the hell and understand that I made a big mistake. I was going in the right path, and all of a sudden, I gave up my body, which can help me to develop pure consciousness, Krishna consciousness. And I committed suicide. I gave up that body. So you will not be excused, you will go to hell. Suicidal case winds up in the hell. Even if he is a devotee, he will have to visit the hell. Because the right boat he had, Nurudeha Adyam Sulabam Durlabam, Lavam Sukalpam Guru Karnadar. He had a Guru Karnadar, and he had a right boat, human form of life. And he gave it up. So that is a big blunder, big mistake. So how Krishna and Guru can excuse him? He make a big mistake. If you make a big mistake, not that every time you'll be forgiven. Big mistake is you cannot forgive. So he has to go through the hell. Deciding means the hell. Any other question?
Yes. If someone likes, this is in the chat, if someone likes Srila Prabhupada so much and aware of all his disciples are equally eligible, how can someone decide the right guru and have equal faith and love as he has for Prabhupada?
Same procedure I think I explained again and again. Just pray hard to Prabhupada. You like Prabhupada, so pray hard to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada will find you a proper, nice guru that you want. And pray to Krishna. Guru Krishna Pratapipaya Bhakti Lata Bij. So by the mercy of Krishna, you get Guru, and by the Guru mercy, you get Krishna. So pray hard to Prabhupada and Krishna, and they will help you find your proper Guru. And it's a very easy process, not hard. People make it hard because they don't want to surrender. They don't want to surrender. That's why finding a guru is very difficult. Gurus are available. There are so many pure. Bhagavatam says, Mother Earth is never be wrapped of the pure devotees. Pure devotees are always on the earth planet. It cannot be that they are not there. We have to find them. That's all. We have to find them. Any other question?
Yes, in the chat room. The question was, one second, Prabhuji. Does developing faith also involve one's willingness? Does developing faith also involve one's willingness?
Developing faith in one's willingness?
Also involves one's willingness. I actually asked for a clarification on that question. I couldn't understand the question either. Prabhuji, another question has come, which is, if somebody commits suicide for atonement, that they realize they did something big mistake.
First of all, atonement, suicide is not atonement. Suicide is not atonement. Just stick to whatever mistakes you have done and try to rectify it by whatever way it has come from. So suicidal is not the rectification. We have to use this right boat called human body in order to correct ourselves. Suicide is not the answer. Next question.
Anybody else has any question?
Wonderful. Nobody has question. I think we went over time.
Prabhuji, thank you. Yes,
Hi,
go ahead. Raman Das has a question. Please go ahead and ask. Raman Das, unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna. I'm not getting this. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Dhanapam Guru Maharaj ji. Dhanapam.
Yes.
Guru Maharaj ji,
Raman?
you have said now and earlier also you have said that one should approach Guru Maharaj ji for any queries, clarification, directions, etc. anytime, and really you are approachable, no doubt about it. Whenever I call, you can say that you can call anytime. But Maharaj ji, a person like me who is standing at the end of the line or queue of the devotees, we are very conscious about your comfortability and easiness, and knowing that you are quite busy and engaged whole of the day, 24 hours. So how frequently and how do we come to know that when and why we should approach you without disturbing your schedule and your commitments, other commitments, Guru Maharaj?
Well, nowadays this telegram is very easy. Just put a recorded message, and at his convenience, he can. Message. That's it. Okay, I think we can conclude.
Thank you very much, Guru Maharaj.
Gurmaj, one
Thank you.
devotee has asked ki how much a person should be willing in order to develop his faith. I mean, how much willingness, how much efforts of willingness he should have to develop a faith, Maharaj. So can you answer that?
All willingness. He should give his all energy into willing to develop faith, and that faith will take him to Guru and Krishna. So he should have all willingness. He should invest all his energy into develop this faith in Guru and Krishna. That's the most important thing. All energy. Okay.
Before